To accomplish my dream of being a mighty game developer, I have to make my dream game, right? Well, maybe in this case, it's my game about dreams. Unfortunately, it's made in Adobe Flash, and 4 years ago, Adobe Flash died along with 16 of my best games. That includes 11 Game Jam games, Mind Blocks 2, Rogue Among Robots, Spike Tower, and the Dream Game. All. Instead of letting them be lost forever though, I vowed to rewrite all of them in my own game engine. So far, I've completed 13 rewrites. The 11 Game Jam games were released in my collector's bundle. Then I took 2 years to port Mind Blocks' 40,000 lines of code. And then finally, just last year, I ported Mind Blocks 2 to my game engine. So that leaves these last 3 games. The big one is the Dream Game, Fynnland, as we're calling it. In general, it's about exploring the various layers of the mind, which honestly gives us a lot of creative freedom. So as long as we're hitting the mark on story and visuals and gameplay, I think we'll be good. So the first goal this year is to take that first step, which is rewriting the whole thing so it's no longer in Adobe Flash. And then I'll be one step closer to becoming a mighty game developer. That's 1 out of the 4 game development goals that I have this year. If you look closely, you'll notice these are 4 of the same goals from last year. Yeah, I ended up needing 7 months to complete one of last year's goals. That was to recreate Mind Blocks 2 in my game engine and to make a video for it. Like most blocky games, you can collect resources, craft items and tools, and build stuff. But yeah, things took a lot more time than expected because, well, suddenly I moved into an apartment. So here I am figuring out how to shop for myself, and cook for myself, and do my own laundry. Honestly though, the cooking part has been pretty fun actually. I've been sharing to my patrons all the new things I've been cooking in between my projects. Like lemon bars, a key part to any successful game developer's diet. It's necessary. Also, I had to get a new computer in September. The laptop I've been using for the last 5 years was getting so broken that one of the speakers started hissing loudly when I rendered out my last YouTube video. That's normal. So yeah, I finally got a new computer, and it is so much many faster. I could see myself becoming mightier by the minute, or distracted by the second monitor. Ooh, anti-mukbang, where they eat a small amount of food from far away with poor audio quality. There's a problem with carrots these days. Anyway, now that I'm all settled in and have a new computer, I'm gonna start up these projects again. Before last year ended, I spent a while making a video about an instrument I made that I'm gonna release soon. It's a tool I use to make video game music. And yeah, I even got a Game Boy Color, and I've been doing research into how it makes sounds. And I've also kind of been learning Blender 3D throughout it all, which will definitely be a very useful tool for making videos and games and stuff in the future. So the first thing I want to get done this year is to release the instrument, finish the video, and then move on to the next project, Mind Blocks 1.32. Ah, my 2D Minecraft fan game. The big idea for 1.32 in particular is to make it really good on phones. Right now, the touch controls are awkward, the screen size is weird, and the menus are old-fashioned, and I just like to fix all of those things. But it's gonna be a lot of work, so 1.32 is actually split into smaller updates, and the first of those small updates includes texture packs. Because texture packs kind of require the same code changes that mobile updates will need anyway, so. Also, I would actually really love to get your feedback on 2 things. Number 1, what advanced features do you want to be able to do with texture packs? And number 2, how do you think the mobile controls could be improved? Depending on how things go now, texture packs might evolve into something like small mods, where you'll be able to change sounds and recipes, and maybe even shaders and code at some point, so coming up with a good texture pack system now could be pivotal for the future of Mind Blocks. And I'm not much of a mobile gamer myself, so definitely your advice would be useful there. Okay. So the last project of this year is to recreate Rogue Among Robots in my game engine, so it can be added to my collector's bundle and released on Steam, as I mentioned last year. In terms of lines of code, it's by far the biggest game in the bundle, 5 times bigger than the one it would replace. But on the other hand, it's certainly an easier project compared to the Dream game, so in the end it's all relative. And also, just to show how insane the Mindblocks port was, comparatively, yeah, that one was quite a project. I truly don't think anything can defeat me after I conquered that project. Not even you. Delicious Oreo milkshake! Anyway, not gonna overthink things too much this year. Just gonna work on those 4 projects, probably make some music, and hang out with my Patreon members. Oh, speaking of which, shout out to my Patreon supporters, Gary, Japanizul, Crystal, and my newest member, Eddie. And thanks to the donations from this year, from Boodog, Josh, and a true scavenger. Have a great year, and I'll see ya in the next video. I feel like it's just gonna get crunchier as it goes.